Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Neck. We've got live tournament action coming at you right now on GSL's Crevasse. I am super excited for this matchup. I've got my great friend and partner in many respects, and the Alt Team Pro, resident pro for Alt StarCraft, Shukoii, going to be spawning as the yellow Protoss in the top right, and Shinz going to be spawning as the teal Zerg in the bottom right here on GSL's Crevasse. This is a really fun map. I think it kind of favors Zerg in some ways because of this big dead airspace here behind this little small natural. They can really abuse that with their Mutalisks if they so choose. It can be very difficult to deal with. But tons of fun map. Let's see. I do know Shukoii is a gold level player. I honestly would put him at about platinum level play. He just started playing, however, a month ago, so it's not really. He's moved up twice already in the last month. But he started out in bronze, went to silver, went to gold. But I would say that he is definitely already playing at platinum level, and he has gone up against masters and grandmasters before. Hasn't really won many of those matches, maybe not any, but has definitely given it a great shot. So we could possibly see some good fireworks here from Shukoii today, going up against Shinz. And let me see. Whoops. Let me tell you what we can find out about Shinz. Let's see if I can find his. He's a diamond level player. Oh wow, so this could be a fairly even matchup here. Definitely Shin's going to be going in as the favorite, but Shukoii not too far behind him, going to be kicking at those heels. So this could be tons of fun to see. And Shinz, let's see, he is going straight for an early expand here up at the small location. It only has 6 mineral fields here and a rich Vespene Geyser, which can make it super useful. You only dedicate 3 harvesters to that rich Vespene Geyser and get almost double the gas, making it very effective. We do have a spawning pool going down for Shinz right now, and what appears to be not a tight wall in at all for Shukoii. He does have quite a large space here. I imagine he's going to be filling that in with a building and utilizing this little choke here. It looks like he can block that with 1 zealot, I think. It looks a little airy, but I think 1 zealot will block that from Zerglings. We shall see. But he definitely is going to have it's going to be kind of a long choke. So if not here, it will definitely be here, because you can see there's only a tiny spot there as well. Oh, look at this. He does have a forge first. Looks like he may be going for an expansion. There's a photon cannon. Is he going to be taking this small expansion up here? I think he is. And this is going to be scouted right away by Shinz. Is going to see this probe kicking it here. Oh, so that's a little bit of bad luck there for Shukoii. Shinz is definitely going to be able to prepare appropriately and counter this, I would assume, especially at his level. He is a diamond level player. Let's see what else we've got here. We do have a zealot. That is not going to be tight. He is definitely going to need another zealot here to block this, at least 1 more, maybe 2. And this doesn't appear to be tight, so I'm thinking this wall off here is not going the way that it should for Shukoii. Would like to see some changes here. Maybe like another. I would probably just put a gateway right here, or a cybernetics core. Let's see, what does he got here? Oh, double pylons here. There's his nexus. Overlord going to be backing out here, but he did scout this nexus going down. And Shin's quite a bit ahead there. Has got this one fully saturated at this point, his expansion. Let's take a look at what we've got on the units tab. Shukoii staying on top of his harvester production, however, doing a great job. Up to 25 probes to his opponent's 19. That's what we like to see. Here comes some Zerglings right now. We do have double photon cannons. This will be pretty difficult for Shinz to get through with these many Zerglings. Now that there are 2 zealots on the field, it will be nearly impossible. Even if he got a run by there, he would only be able to get scouting information, would not be able to do any damage, but he does see exactly what his opponent is doing, and that is always useful. There's the cybernetics core for Shukoii. Let's see what else we've got here. Oh, look at this. We do have an Evo chamber. Nothing coming out of it quite yet, but I imagine that he will be utilizing that here very shortly. Looks like we've got 3 queens. One of them going to be dedicated to creep spread here. Not a bad play. Good map control by Shinz right now. Going to be poking back in here with his overlord. Back and forth. Look at that. He's on patrol almost. Not patrol, but you know, he's just queuing up actions. So he did see what was going on. Uh-oh. Rich Vespian guys are almost going down. Does get it down the second time. No upgrades from the Forge yet. Just utilizing that for these double photon cannons. Ooh, look at this. 3 more gateways. Now the only thing that bothers me about this build here is that there's only one pylon powering all of these buildings. Look at that. All of these buildings here are being powered by one single pylon. I would like to see Shukoii be putting some more pylons down to power these buildings, just in case he, you know, gets a rush coming in. That, like, say, I mean, all Shinz would really have to do at this point is come in with a bunch of mutalisks, take out this pylon, and all this static defense is going to be down here. So it could be pretty brutal. Let's see what Shinz has got for us on the way. Ooh, a spore crawler. Going to be preparing for the, oh, and a spire. Going to be preparing for potential DTs. We do have a robotics facility, so it does not look like Shukoii is going to be going for DTs here very shortly. Looks like he's going to be sticking with his 4-gate robo here for just a little while. But not too bad. I mean, he's got a pretty decent sized army. Units tab showing they're pretty even in the harvester count right now, so that's great for Shukoii. And Shukoii expanding as well. Look at this. Pretty aggressive. Of course, we are at the 9-minute mark, and this is not a bad time for that. However, Shinz is going to be sticking with his 2-gate, base play here for a little while, going straight for this spire. And this has not been scouted by Shukoii yet. He needs to get that observer out there to figure out what's going on. Let's take a look at where that rally point is right here. He's going to have to move him up here, but boy, there's a spore crawler guarding it here. He may not catch wind of this before it is too late for him to do some serious defense. Let's take a look at what we've got in production. Uh-oh, too late. They are no longer in production. We have got quite a few. That is 10 mutalisks heading out across the field here. Going to be going straight for this mineral line. Oh, it is barely scouted here. But there are going to be a lot of probe kills. Oh, Shukoii's just letting these guys get obliterated. Not a very fun situation to be in. And wow, Shinz really committing to these attacks. Going to be doing fairly well. And the trouble right now for Shukoii is he just does not have any AA. He is trying to warp in these stalkers as quickly as possible. Going to be getting these guys out of there. Looks like Shukoii may be able to hold on here. The question is at what cost? My goodness, this has been a very, very effective attack here by Shinz. Units lost, showing Shukoii severely behind right now. Oh my goodness, that is just brutal, brutal, brutal. Going to be taking out this expansion. This expansion does have some static defense here. Not tons, but it does have some. Looks like Shukoii going to be abandoning this little expansion up here. I do not blame him. Very, very difficult to defend that at this point, given his position. Oh, but these Zerglings getting in here, taking out the static defense. Photon cannon in the middle line, not going to be going up. Here comes the army for Shukoii. Going to try and salvage this photon cannon. Is it going to go down? No, it is not. So very lucky there. Now it goes down. Mutalisk's able to take that out immediately. Shukoii really, really struggling to hold on here. Let's take a look at the units tab. 32 probes to 40 drones. Not very much fun for Shukoii right now. And we do have an expansion up now for Shinz. He is now on 3 mining base. Of course, this one's only a half base, but yeah, a little more than half. So it's got this rich Vespian geyser. But pretty good stuff, my goodness. Very, very well planned attack there by Shinz. Oh, look at this, splitting his army. Going to be cruising in here. Let's take a look what we've got coming here. Oh, backing out there. Just going to be working on this pylon. Shukoii not overreacting. Knows he cannot defend this, so not going to be rushing his whole army up there. Looks like he may take these stalkers, which is not a bad idea. Here come the stalkers for defense. Trying to get these probes out of the way, so pretty decent reaction time there. working on these Mutalisks with these Stalkers. Nicely done. Looks like he is going to be able to hold on here for just a moment longer. So pretty well done. Units tab, though, my goodness, he's down to 26 probes. His opponent just brutalizing him now in the economy. 47 drones, 3 bases. Pretty stinking good, if you ask me, and still committing to this Mutalisk harass. Oh my goodness, that has got to be frustrating right now for Shukoii. Here come the Mutalisks yet again. My goodness. There's the Stalkers. Oh, is he going to unpower all these buildings? No, he is not. Lucky for Shukoii. That's what I would do if I were Shinz. I would take out that pylon. That would really mess things up. Boy, Shukoii really having to scramble back and forth to try and keep his bases protected right now. Doing a pretty decent job, but he is definitely behind right now. Let's take a look at units lost. Ugh. Well, Shinz, though, he's done quite a bit of damage to Shinz. But, I mean, that's a little over a 2,000 mineral discrepancy there, which is pretty painful right now. Do you have more photon cannons going down here? These Mutalisks are super effective right now for Shinz. Doing just a great job microing him around, really harassing his opponent very, very well. Oh my goodness, and look at this, a Nidus Worm gonna be sniped immediately, so lucky catch there by Shukoii. Oh, this is so brutal though. He just, every time he can get those Stalkers out of position, just brutalizing those mineral lines. Units tab showing 28 probes. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That has got to be no fun. He's really keeping Shukoii focusing on this macro. So very, very good job there by Shinz. And in the meantime, he is macroing up behind this very, very well. He is taking his 4th base. And did get this Nidus Worm down, and look at this stream of units. Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Shukoii in tons and tons of trouble right now. He is doing absolutely no mining, trying desperately to hold this off. But look at all of these Zerglings, just brutal. And wow, Shin's doing just a marvelous job here. I am going to say that Shukoii probably not going to be able to come back from this, but Shin's, my goodness, has he ever been really effective with his attacks. That Nidus Worm, very, very well placed. Got that second one in really good time. Totally abusing this dead airspace the whole game, being extremely pesky. And Shukoii, look at this. I mean, he's just got almost nothing going. He's got 4 probes out right now, trying to chrono boost these guys out, get something going. Not going to be enough. He does have a pretty substantial army, but just not going to be enough, I think, at this point, especially with this many Zerglings and Mutalisks, and down goes this entire army for Shukoii. He is down to 7 supply right now. And there's the GG, so well played on Shin's part. Congratulations, Shinz. You will be moving on in the tournament. Thank you guys for coming out and watching. Thank you guys for playing. Don't alt tab, always alt StarCraft. We'll see you guys next time.